Welcome back to Golden Greats. It may feel like only yesterday that Will arrived in Bel-Air, Carlton was showing off his famous dance moves, and Uncle Phil was teaching lessons that stayed with us long after the laughter ended. But more than 3 decades have passed since the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air first aired. The cast, who felt like part of our family, have changed dramatically, and some beloved faces are no longer with us. Let's see what became of them. Jeffrey Butler was played by Joseph Marcell, who was born in 1948 on the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. At 42 years old when The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air debuted in 1990, he brought wit, sophistication, and unforgettable sarcasm to the Banks household. Nowadays, Joseph Marcell is 78 years old and continues to work in television, film, and theater. A classically trained actor, he has enjoyed a distinguished career on both British and American stages. Jeffrey was far more than a butler. His sharp remarks and dry humor often stole the scene, making him one of the most beloved characters in a series filled with memorable personalities. Carlton Banks was played by Alfonso Ribeiro, who was born in 1971 in New York City. Just 19 years old when the series premiered, he brought energy, ambition, and one of television's most famous dances to the role. At present, is 55 years old and remains a familiar face on television. Beyond acting, he found success as a host, producer, and entertainer, while staying closely connected to Fresh Prince fans. Carlton's rivalry and friendship with Will created many of the show's funniest moments. His journey from comic relief to a fully developed character helped make the series feel surprisingly real and relatable. Vivian Banks was originally played by Janet Hubert, who was born in 1956 in Chicago, Illinois. At 34 years old when the series debuted in 1990, she brought intelligence, confidence, and strength to the role of the Banks family matriarch. Nowadays, Janet Hubert is 70 years old and continues working in television, film, and voice acting. In recent years, she reunited with members of the Fresh Prince cast, delighting longtime fans of the series. Aunt Viv was more than a mother figure, she was the heart of the Banks household. Her wisdom, determination, and powerful presence helped shape many of the show's most memorable moments. Vivian Banks was later portrayed by Daphne Reid, who was born in 1948 in New York City. At 45 years old when she joined the series, she brought warmth, elegance, and stability to the beloved character. At present, Daphne Reid is 78 years old and remains active in entertainment and creative projects. Alongside acting, she has also earned recognition for her work as a designer and entrepreneur. Stepping into such an iconic role was never going to be easy. Daphne Reid helped guide Aunt Viv through the show's later seasons, while keeping the character's love for her family at the center of every story. Philip Banks was played by James Avery, who was born in 1945 in Suffolk, Virginia. At age 45, when Fresh Prince first aired, he brought authority, humor, and deep compassion to the unforgettable role of Uncle Phil. James Avery died in 2013 at the age of 68 following complications from heart surgery. Beyond the series, he built a respected career in television, film, and voice acting over several decades. For many fans, Uncle Phil was the soul of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. His guidance, wisdom, and unconditional love transformed a comedy series into a story that generations continue to cherish. Jackie Ames was played by Tyra Banks, who was born in 1973 in Inglewood, California. At just 20 years old when she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she brought confidence, charm, and style to Will's love interest. These days, Tyra Banks is 53 years old and remains one of the most recognizable figures in entertainment. Beyond acting, she built an influential career as a supermodel, television host, producer, and businesswoman. Jackie represented a different side of Will's teenage years. Her appearances added romance and fun to the series while reminding viewers of the youthful energy that defined so much of the show. Will Smith was played by himself, born in 1968 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At 22 years old when the series premiered in 1990, he brought charisma, humor, and natural talent to the character inspired by his own life. As of now, Will Smith is 58 years old and remains one of the most successful entertainers in the world. His career expanded far beyond television, leading to blockbuster films, music awards, and global recognition. Will's journey from West Philadelphia to Bel-Air became one of television's most beloved stories. His growth throughout the series helped transform a sitcom into a lasting cultural phenomenon. Hilary Banks was played by Karyn Parsons, who was born in 1966 in Los Angeles, California. At 24 years old, when the show debuted, she brought humor, confidence, and unforgettable personality to the Banks family's oldest daughter. Nowadays, Karyn Parsons is 60 years old and has focused much of her work on writing, education, and preserving stories from American history. She remains closely connected to the legacy of Fresh Prince. Hilary often delivered some of the show's funniest moments, but she also evolved far beyond comic relief. Her growth over the seasons made her one of the series' most memorable characters. Jazz was played by DJ Jazzy Jeff, who was born in 1965 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At 25 years old when the series premiered, he brought humor, spontaneity, and unforgettable chemistry to Will's closest friend. At present is 61 years old and remains highly respected as a DJ producer and music pioneer. His influence on hip-hop culture continues to inspire artists around the world. Few running jokes became as famous as Jazz being thrown out of the Banks house. His friendship with Will created some of the series' funniest moments and remains a fan favorite today. Viola Vi-Smith was played by Vernee Watson, who was born in 1954 in Trenton, New Jersey. At 36 years old when she first appeared on the show, she brought warmth, strength, and heartfelt sincerity to Will's mother. Nowadays, Vernee Watson is 72 years old and continues acting in television, film, and theater. Her long career has included memorable roles across multiple generations of popular television series. V represented the family roots that will never left behind. Her appearances added emotional depth to the series and reminded viewers of the love that shaped his journey. Lisa Wilkes was played by Nia Long, who was born in 1970 in Brooklyn, New York. At 24 years old when she joined the series, she brought intelligence, confidence, and maturity to one of Will's most important relationships. These days, Nia Long is 56 years old and remains a celebrated actress with an accomplished career in film and television. Her performances have earned admiration from audiences for more than 3 decades. Among all of Will's romances, Lisa stood out as one of the most meaningful. Their relationship showed a more mature side of the character and added emotional weight to the later seasons. Aunt Helen was played by Jennifer Lewis, who was born in 1957 in Kinloch, Missouri. At 33 years old when she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she brought humor, confidence, and a strong family presence to the series. As of now, Jennifer Lewis is 69 years old and remains one of entertainment's most respected performers. Her career spans television, film, music, and Broadway, earning her recognition as a beloved cultural icon. Aunt Helen added another layer to the extended family that surrounded Will. Her appearances helped reinforce the importance of family connections that remained central to the show's heart. Trevor was played by Brian Stokes Mitchell, who was born in 1957 in Seattle, Washington. At 33 years old when he joined the series, he brought charm, confidence, and ambition to Hilary Banks' fiancé. At present is 69 years old and is widely celebrated for his achievements in theater, television, and music. His acclaimed Broadway career has earned numerous awards and critical praise. Although Trevor's time on the show was brief, it became unforgettable. His storyline remains one of the most shocking and talked about moments in Fresh Prince history. Judge Carl Robertson was played by Sherman Hemsley, who was born in 1938 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At 54 years old, when he appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he brought authority, humor, and charisma to the courtroom role. He passed away in 2012 at the age of 74 due to lung cancer. Long before Fresh Prince, he became a television legend through his iconic role as George Jefferson. Even in a guest appearance, Sherman Hemsley's presence was impossible to ignore. His performance connected 2 generations of sitcom history and delighted fans of classic television. Nikki Banks was played by Ross Bagley, who was born in 1988 in Los Angeles, California. Just 6 years old when he joined the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he brought charm, humor, and youthful energy to the Banks family. Nowadays, Ross Bagley is 38 years old. After appearing in several popular 1990s productions, he later stepped away from acting and pursued interests outside the entertainment industry. Nikki represented a new generation within the Banks household. His arrival added fresh family dynamics and helped keep the series evolving during its later seasons. Hattie Banks was played by Virginia Capers, who was born in 1925 in Los Angeles, California. At 66 years old when she appeared on the series, she brought warmth, wisdom, and unforgettable personality to the Banks family matriarch. Virginia Capers passed away in 2004 at the age of 78 after a battle with cancer. An accomplished actress and singer, she enjoyed a distinguished career spanning stage, television, and film. Hattie brought a sense of family history and tradition to the show. Her presence reminded viewers that the Banks family story stretched far beyond the walls of the Bel-Air mansion. Kellogg Lieberbaum was played by Michael Weiner, who was born in 1975 in New York City. At 19 years old when he appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he brought humor and awkward charm to one of Ashley's memorable storylines. At present, Michael Weiner is 51 years old. Following his acting career, he became widely known in the music industry under the name Michael Bivins, working as a performer and producer. Kellogg's appearances captured the challenges and excitement of teenage life. Storylines like his helped the series connect with younger viewers while adding another layer to Ashley's journey. Vanessa was played by Johari Johnson, who was born in 1971 in Los Angeles, California. At 20 years old when she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she brought confidence, charm, and personality to one of the show's memorable storylines. These days, Johari Johnson is 55 years old and continues working as an actress, writer, and producer. Her career has included appearances across television, film, and independent creative projects. Characters like Vanessa helped expand the world beyond the Banks family. Her appearances added variety to the series and contributed to the vibrant atmosphere that fans still remember. Janice was played by Charlayne Woodard, who was born in 1955 in Albany, New York. At 35 years old when she appeared on the series, she brought warmth, intelligence, and emotional depth to her role. Nowadays, Charlayne Woodard is 71 years old and remains highly respected in theater, television, and film. Her distinguished career has earned praise for both acting and playwriting. The Fresh Prince balanced comedy with meaningful family stories, and characters like Janice helped make those moments feel genuine. Her presence added another layer of heart to the series. Chadney Hunt was played by Michael Landis, who was born in 1972 in the Bronx, New York. At 21 years old when he appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he brought confidence and youthful energy to the role. As of now, Michael Landis is 54 years old and continues acting in television and film. Over the years, he has built an international career with appearances in both American and British productions. Part of the show's appeal came from its constantly evolving cast of characters. Chadney's storyline helped capture the social and romantic adventures that made the series so entertaining. Fire Chief was played by Daryl Sivad, who was born in 1949 in New York City. At 42 years old when he appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he brought authority, humor, and a memorable presence to the role. At present, is 77 years old and remains known for his work in television, film, and educational entertainment. His career has included acting, producing, and community-focused creative projects. Even smaller guest roles help make Fresh Prince feel like a living world. Characters like the Fire Chief added realism and variety to the stories surrounding the Banks family. Garcelle Beauvais appeared as herself and was born in 1966 in Saint Marc, Haiti. At 28 years old when she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she brought charisma, beauty, and star power to the series. Nowadays, Garcelle Beauvais is 60 years old and continues to enjoy a successful career as An actress, television personality, author, and producer, she remains a familiar face across entertainment and media. Guest appearances from real-life celebrities added excitement to the show's world. Garcelle's appearance reflected the growing popularity and cultural influence that Fresh Prince enjoyed during the 1990s. Fred Wilkes was played by John Amos, who was born in 1939 in Newark, New Jersey. At 55 years old when he joined the series, he brought strength, wisdom, and dignity to Lisa Wilkes' father. John Amos passed away in 2024 at the age of 84 from natural causes. Throughout his remarkable career, he became a television icon through memorable roles in Roots, Good Times, and many other acclaimed productions. Fred Wilkes played an important role during one of the most significant chapters of Will's life. His presence added maturity and emotional depth to the story while highlighting the importance of family values. Marcell was played by Monica Allison, who was born in 1975 in California. At 18 years old when she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she brought charm, confidence, and youthful energy to one of the show's memorable storylines. These days, Monica Allison is 51 years old. Following her acting career, she continued pursuing creative and professional interests while remaining fondly remembered by fans of 1990s television. One of the strengths of Fresh Prince was its ability to introduce memorable guest characters. Marcell's appearance added another layer of fun and helped keep the series fresh throughout its run. Janet was played by Nicole Bilderback, who was born in 1975 in Seoul, South Korea. At 19 years old when she appeared on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, she brought personality and humor to one of the show's youthful storylines. At present, Nicole Bilderback is 51 years old and continues working in television and film. Over the years, she has appeared in numerous popular productions while building a steady and respected acting career. Fresh Prince connected with audiences because its characters felt relatable and authentic. Janet's appearance contributed to the everyday experiences and friendships that made the series so enjoyable. Ashley Banks was played by Tatyana Ali, who was born in 1979 in North Belmore, New York. Just 11 years old when the series premiered in 1990, she grew up on screen as the youngest daughter of the Banks family. Nowadays, Tatyana Ali is 47 years old and continues acting, singing, and producing. Her career has expanded across television, film, music, and advocacy work while remaining closely tied to the legacy of Fresh Prince. For many viewers, Ashley's journey felt like watching a younger sister grow up. Her transformation from a curious child into a confident young woman became one of the most rewarding stories in the series. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air gave us laughter, friendship, and lessons that still resonate today. Tell us which character meant the most to you, and subscribe to Golden Grades for more journeys through the unforgettable stars and stories that shaped a generation.